Hello everyone, this is Advocate Mamta Sharma, and today by way of this video we'll try to examine the major issues being faced by class 12 students post this result declaration and the OSM issue. The whole controversy will try to understand and what are the major issues and what is the way forward, how we can get the resolution for the queries and grievances of the students. So this year, if we say a new system for evaluation of class 12 answer sheets was introduced by CBSE. So this time evaluation took place through digital mode. All answer sheets of the students were scanned. Thereafter they were put in some portal of CBSE and then teachers were given the access, and subsequently through the computers teachers evaluated the answer sheets. Now see, if we look at the issues being raised by the students, the major issue which was being raised was that answer sheets were not scanned properly, and this has been admitted by the CBSE also that yes, this was an issue. And approximately I believe 13,000 answer sheets were evaluated manually because of the reason that CBSE said that they could not be scanned properly because of legibility issues. Now if we look at that particular aspect, a huge lapse from CBSE was when you are giving the tender to some private party that it is your responsibility that you do the scanning of all the answer sheets. So when somebody is scanning the answer sheets, at that point of time, once the answer sheet is scanned, it is your responsibility that you will check the legibility, whether the answer sheets are legible or not. In case if it is not, then you have to re-scan it first. Thereafter, suppose this is first level lapse. Second level, when those answer sheets are made available to teachers for evaluation, if they are not legible, then were they not supposed to raise their red flag immediately that they cannot evaluate because of the legibility issues? Why marks were awarded to those illegible answer sheets? Somewhere you are giving 0, somewhere you are giving marks. So that is completely unacceptable, and some strict responsibilities to be fixed in that particular aspect, I believe, because you can't simply let that go. That was the responsibility of the concerned teacher also, to immediately raise the concern, because in case if there is an issue subsequently at a later stage, certainly it will be addressed. So why not at the threshold in the very beginning? So that was another lapse. Now let's just move forward. On 13th May the result is declared. Now if we compare the pass percentage, this year it decreased more than 3%, because usually the average result, if we look at class 12 pass percentage, it ranges between 88 to 90%, but this year it went down to 85%, and this is what students are blaming OSM, that because of the OSM the passing percentage has gone down, and even the marks which are being awarded, they are way lesser than what they deserve. They, according to the students, they performed really well, but some students are saying that they got very less marks, their percentage has gone down, and for lot other they are saying that they have completely failed in the examination and their answer sheets have not been checked properly. Now these are the two major concerns being raised by the students. So suppose these are the concerns, CBSE admitted that okay, if you are having the issues, we will be allowing you to reevaluate your answer sheets. You check, you apply for the answer sheets, you look at your scanned copy. Thereafter, if you feel there is any error, discrepancy, you apply for re-evaluation. And in case if in re-evaluation it is found out that there was an apparent error and they are fixing it, then even the fee that you paid to apply for re-evaluation will also be refunded. That was a reasonable step, good enough. But now the problem arises thereafter. They open the portal, more than 4 lakh students try to apply. They are not able to access the portal, it is not working, and repeated attempts are being made by the students. They are not able to apply at all. Then timelines are being extended. Again students try, they are not able to. Then this time again CBSE has said they will be extending the portal access and students will be able to apply for re-evaluation. Now, till when this will keep on going? That is the question which arises in the mind of students, parents, and the people who are fighting for the student rights. Because everybody know, when we talk about class 12, I also remember when I did that PIL in 2021, seeking cancellation of class 12 result. At that time, the major important concern that I had raised was that how can you keep the students in a complete perplexed state of mind wherein they just don't know when the examination is going to happen. You are cancelling for class 12th examination, you are postponing class 12th examination without specifying any schedule, anything, because they need to have certainty that okay, after this particular time this is the next step. Because after 12th you aspire to take admission for your higher studies, you prepare for 2 years, 1 year for competitive examination to get very good marks, good percentile, so that you get good engineering college, good medical college, or other course that the students want to. But in case if there is a flaw in your result, then what is the next step? Now this is the problem the students are facing this year because of this OSM controversy. Students till date not able to get the access to their answer sheets through portal. Now the concern that they are raising is we are not able to get the answer sheet. Thereafter, when they are going to apply for re-evaluation, for most of the courses for higher education, the counseling begins in first week of June. How? What is the way forward? What is the next step? How to deal with it? Now see, here when we talk about the solutions, a very important aspect I want to highlight that I have witnessed also, that students are raising their concerns on Twitter, X platform, or other social media websites. Some are sharing the screenshot, I'm not able to apply. Some are sharing that see the answer sheet is illegible. Somebody is saying that see the answer marks were awarded incorrectly. Now I really want to ask one question, that don't you think when you have a personal individual concern, you need to immediately take a structured recourse to address your concern? What you need to do in case if you are not able to apply at all to get your answer sheets, you are not having the access to the portal at all, immediately your next step should be that you write a detailed representation along with the screenshots that sir, I am so and so, this is my roll number and this is my concern, I am not able to get my answer sheets, I am through the portal, I have tried repeatedly and thereafter I need to apply for re-evaluation, kindly help me out because the portal is not accessible. You take the receiving of your representation, that you have submitted the representation duly. Thereafter you ask for the redressal within a time bound manner. You tell them, sir, kindly address my concern within 24 to 48 hours as I am aspiring to take admission in so and so course and this is my counseling schedule, sir, kindly help me at the earliest. Thereafter, at the same time, because when you are awaiting, you need to apply to the concerned university also. You need to make a representation that this is my representation annexure given to CBSE. My request for re-evaluation is under process, and kindly give me provisional admission on my statement that in case if I qualify, I will be given the admission, else my admission will be cancelled. So that you don't lose the complete academic year. That is another solution. Suppose if you are not able to get any constructive help from CBSE and from the respective university and college, and they are just not entertaining your request, then what next? Then comes the legal recourse, that you can approach the concerned High Court of your state by way of filing a writ petition, highlighting that you have exhausted all the available steps and how you are being aggrieved by the arbitrary non-active decision of the concerned authorities, and it's going to affect your complete academic year studies. So, and there also you need to ensure that you ask for interim relief, because time is the essence here. The entire issues revolve around specific timelines. So in case if you are not specifying that this is the schedule, by this time I need to get the admission, kindly help me in getting the provisional admission in the university, give the direction to the university to reserve one seat for me, I have already qualified, this is my result, everything. So then you approach the court, and it's unfortunately every year some or the other legal issue arises and students are being forced to approach the legal route, because at times the authorities concerned, academic authorities, are not prompt in taking action. So that then you have to approach the other step, which is remedy, which is available, but simply posting and raising concerns on the social media websites is not going to help you, because tomorrow if you miss the opportunity to take admission in your higher education institution, then the authorities will also take the stand that we were not approached. So those posts on social media will not help you, and you are students, you are working, your primary responsibilities towards your career, and don't get swayed away with these media houses debates wherein you are being invited, because ultimately you are in that tender age wherein your mind gets affected. I have seen lot of students in the past, because I have dealt with a lot of education related matters and litigation I have done, that lot of students turn into student right activists, and thereafter the focus on their education becomes secondary. So that should never be done. You highlight the issues, you use the social platforms as a tool to highlight your concern, but that can never be the substitute for the structured way of highlighting your individual concern before the authorities, because that can never be the alternate solution. So that is what I wanted to highlight by way of today's video. Thank you so much. All the very best.